On the first morning of CES, we got along to Visa and had a look at their DisplayPort demos. They were showing DisplayPort running over USB Type-C in the Alt mode, and this demonstration was showing adaptive sync in DisplayPort, which AMD calls FreeSync, to avoid tearing, which can be seen in the graphics on the right. Pixelworks was in the Hilton Hotel, and they were showing how some of their pre-processing they can apply to video could improve video beyond that available, for example, on an iPad, and that was quite impressive, how it would be useful for telephone operators. Also in the Hilton were Cambrios, who was showing how resilient their flexible ITO replacement product is when it's flexed many times. It still works pretty well. In its meeting room, LG Display was showing this double-sided OLED, which was pretty impressive. By rotating it, you can see how thin it is. Performance, of course, is very good. Viewing angles, really excellent. You can see a few retailers going for this. Shown on the Intel booth in the main halls and also during the keynote was an application of 3D painting using artists with controllers and a VR headset to paint and create images in 3D space. This is really a new art medium, and it'll be interesting to see how it develops. Separately, Intel also was showing some digital signage applications in retail, and we spotted a mirror application using cameras, and where users could look at themselves, reverse themselves as they turn round in retail environments. But it's still an interesting application. Just along from Intel was Qualcomm, and one of the things we looked at on the Qualcomm booth, apart from the WiGig networking, which was interesting, was video processing algorithm for the Qualcomm Adreno processors, which allows the set maker, or the handset maker, to optimize the video quality, color temperature, and other performance of video to really minimize the use of power and to improve the general look of displays, as well as allowing matching of displays from different vendors for a particular mobile phone or tablet unit. Of course, one of the highlights of the Central Hall is the Samsung booth, and Samsung was using its transparent OLED monitors in a retail type demonstration to show how a retailer might use those transparent OLEDs to demonstrate its new curved monitors, which it was positioning for everyday gaming and everyday use, as well as for high-end game players. In the professional monitor area also, Samsung had its new video wall monitors, which have 1.4mm bezels. That's 0.9 on the top and the left, and 0.5mm on the right and the bottom. The bezels are getting pretty thin now. LG Display was also said to have some 0.9mm bezel displays, but we didn't catch them. Also in this area for IT displays, Samsung was showing its mirror displays, which are gradually getting better and better performance. It was getting quite a lot of interest and clearly was aiming at retailers at the event. Samsung was highlighting its SUHD and quantum dot LCDs. It's finally admitted it's quantum dot it's using in those SUHD sets. And also had this intriguing demo, which it called SUHD, and was trying to kind of imply that it was based on LCD, but it was clear to us that this was based on LED modules. But the configurable displays were quite impressive. This one showed lots of different patterns of the motorized sequence. Another display showed a reconfigurable system which was divided into two halves, and by rotating and rejoining those halves, you could change from 21:9 to 16:9. Unfortunately, when we went past with our video equipment, Samsung was clearly having some trouble. Although it was labelled software updating, it looked as though there was some hardware issues and we weren't able to get a video of that. So apologies for that. Samsung was one of 4 companies that showed new convertibles and notebooks based on OLED technology, and has the Tab Pro S, which is a 12-inch 2160 by 1440 OLED. Looks really good and runs Windows. And our report wouldn't be complete without mentioning the 21.5-inch touch display on the Samsung fridge, which also includes cameras to take photos of what's inside, so that you can check when you're at the store what you need.